guys. It is Saturday, May 25th, and today is a shot day. I weighed in this morning and I was 259.2, I believe. And that would be a 2-pound weight loss since my last shot 5 days ago. I did go with 7.5 milligrams today, and that's because I'm working with 30 milligram vials. So the first shot out of this was 5. My next today, and then my next one will be 7.5. So 7.5 is 15 plus my original 5. And then my last shot, my 4th shot, will be a 10, and that'll be the full 30 milligrams. I did not really notice any bloating or upset stomach or sulfuric burps with the 5 milligrams. We'll see what happens with these two 7.5s. I was getting crazy bloating and sulfur burps with a 7.5 when I was on it for a couple months. So we'll see what happens this time, right? I made some sourdough crackers the other day from Sourdough Discard, and it was super good. Like, I was ridiculously surprised. It had a Cheez-It consistency, and I used everything bagel seasoning in the dough, and it turned out really great. And so I gave some to my dad, and he just flippin' loved them, and he's like, "You should sell these." So I tried making some yesterday, and the dough consistency was different. It was a lot drier than the first time I made it, and I thought, I don't know about this. And I should have heated my gut and put a little bit more discard in to make it a little bit more of a wet dough. It didn't want to roll out nearly as well after the rest in the refrigerator. And it was thicker, and so it didn't quite have that kind of crispy, airy crunchiness that my first batch did. So I might try them again tomorrow. I kept some of them because they're not bad. They're not great. They're not like my first attempt. So I might do them again tomorrow. Not sure yet. I watched part 1 of Bridgerton season 3, and I liked it, but I don't know. I like Penelope well enough, her character. I don't care for Colin that much. She's like, her character is like super breathy and breathless around him, and that really bothers me as a viewer. I know it's supposed to be like, she's like unsure and she's excited and stuff. I don't know. It just bugs the crap out of me. So after I watched part 1 of season 3, then I started to watch Queen Charlotte because I never saw that offshoot Bridgerton, and I quite liked it. I liked the casting that they had in there, and I liked how it kind of bounced back and forth between how Queen Charlotte was young and then like today's day, in the future. And now I'm revisiting season 1 because I finished the Queen Charlotte series, so now I'm back to season 1. And so far, this is my favorite season. I'm not huge on the main woman character. Daphne, I think her character's name is. She's all right, but I really, really liked the casting of that Regé Jean Paul. They did well with him. So I pretty much like season 1 the best. Season 2, I didn't really feel it between the two leads in season 2. One of my friends said that's actually her favorite season. So maybe I'll watch season 2 again after I finish season 1. I don't know. I'm still working my way through the 50 Shades series. Really enjoyed the books of 50 Shades. Movies, not so much. But, once I start a thing, I like to go all the way through the series. So I am like maybe third of the way through movie 3. So I'll finish that at some point. My husband and my kids are away for the weekend for the Memorial Day weekend. They're camping. So I was going to have the house to myself until Sunday night because my mom's coming to stay. Well, my husband just texted and said that it's been really rainy and windy where they are. So I guess the tent broke. So they're coming back tonight. I was going to have a glorious, three nights to myself in the house with the dogs and the animals still. But as far as human company goes, it was just going to be me. So I got one night. That's nothing I'm not doing the Mont C. I didn't really notice a benefit when I was being on it. And so I don't know that I'll pick that back up in the future. I might. I also, my BPC 157 oral tablets, that bottle ran out. I've been splitting it with one of my sons and my husband. So I'll probably give that a few weeks before I pick that back up again. I didn't really notice any benefit from the oral tablets. Didn't notice any deficits or side effects from it either. But I don't know, a couple months on, couple months off. And it's not shot form, it's pill form. So I feel like I would rather take an oral tablet than give myself a shot, I'm not sure if I mentioned it last time. I did get my insulin pens finally. So the next time I have to fill a vial, I will go ahead and fill up the cartridge that goes inside of the insulin pen. I was showing my dad how they work. My only concern is I don't know, it's in units, insulin units, and I think it goes up to 100 maybe. I don't know how to convert milligrams to insulin units. I'm going to have to use one of those online peptide calculators to figure that out. So, but the premise of it is easy enough. You twist the end of the pen to how many units you want, and then easy enough, right? Just like a regular pen. So whenever I end up filling that up, I still have 2 more uses out of the vial that I'm in right now. So I'm not going to waste a cartridge because they're glass cartridges. And you can, if you have an autoclave, you could sterilize them and use them over and over again. Otherwise, it can get kind of pricey buying the cartridges that go inside the insulin pen. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do there. I don't know how much an autoclave is. It's probably more expensive than I want to deal with, but I will look into it because why not, right? I have been buying perfumes like crazy lately at Ross. They've just got some really good older stock in, a lot of Juicy Couture, some Nicki Minaj, the Ariana Grande stuff. I'm actually really enjoying. I did not think that I think she's okay as an artist. But I've never really purchased celebrity fragrances. But when I'm there, I bring up my website on my phone to see what the scents are and how people like them. And the scent profile sounded real good. So I bought like 3 of hers the other day. And then today I've just been shopping and I got a couple more of hers. And a bunch of I don't know why I keep buying the Juicy Couture ones, because a lot of times they're not my favorite. And I keep wanting to like them, and they're fairly inexpensive, but I should probably stop buying the Juicy Couture. I started buying the DKNY stuff, and I've liked a couple of them, but I cannot see spending like $300 on a really high-end perfume, especially because sometimes I like the way it smells on paper, and then when I put it on my actual skin, I do not like the way it interacts with my skin. So all that to say, the last couple days, I've basically just been like spritzing myself with a scent in the morning. And then after it wears off at night, I've been spritzing a new scent on there. Some of the ones that I've tried, I know flat out that I'm not going to enjoy. So I'm just going to turn around and resell those. But I do love to shop and I do love to spend money. So I think it's really fun. I really enjoy going to all the other stores and looking to see what they have. When I was in Hawaii, we stopped by a Ross, and they had 2 Coach fragrances. One was called Poppy and one was called, I don't know, because I can't remember what it was. I'm like, maybe our Ross will have it. So I don't want to buy it in Hawaii and then take it on a plane with me and have to cart it all the way home, right? So many of the Rosses here have the Coach Poppy fragrance, which I enjoyed. I bought that one when I got back. I cannot find the other one that was there. I don't even remember what it was called. I feel like I would know it when I saw it because it wasn't like the, Coach Legacy or just Coach or Coach Bloom or whatever. Wild Rose. Like it's not one of those. I feel like I would recognize it if I saw the box of it. But I've gone to probably 7 to 10 Rosses now here. And while I find the poppy one on occasion, I have not found that other one. So I'm wishing that I would have purchased it now while I was in Hawaii, but you know, it is what it is, right? The good news for my wallet is that there are very few fragrances left in the store that I want to try. So there's not a whole heck of a lot more for me to purchase. All right, guys, I will check back in with you on my next shot day. Until then, I hope you have a good weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Bye.